going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here from Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich. So today, it's actually more of a good news with Retro Rich. I've got some cool ideas coming down the pipe. Again, if we have time and all the stuff that's going on or whatever, but for now, I just want to share a little bit of like breaking retro news, which is kind of cool. So last week I found on a Facebook group this advertisement, as it were, like a mini teaser announcement or something like that. And it came from David Crane. Now, who's David Crane? Well, he's the guy behind one of the most influential Activision games of all time, Pitfall. So when that showed up, I was like, interest is definitely peaked here. So went to the website, has a little thing to sign up for a mailing list because there's going to be a big announcement soon. No problem, signed up and waited. And they said they were going to have it sometime this week, and surprise, surprise, they squeaked it in there right on Saturday afternoon. But they did just release a press release, and the press release is from a company called Audacity Games. Now, what is Audacity Games? Well, the press release in here says that today, or as of 3/6, so yesterday, former Activision co-founder David Crane and ex-Activision game designers Garry and Dan Kitchen announced that they have partnered to form Audacity Games Incorporated, a video game publisher focused on designing and publishing box game products for a variety of retro game systems, starting with the Atari 2600 video computer system. So that means they're going to make like new carts. Not like Sequest, because I don't think Steve Cartwright's part of that, but carts like Keystone Capers, because that's one of Kitchen's games. So Garry, that is, not Dan. Well, Dan made what the heck is he named? Did he make? I think it's actually in the press release. It might be in there. But anyway, Keystone Capers is one of my favorite games. That means Garry Kitchen's awesome because I really love this game. Of course, Pitfall. I mean, there's nothing not to like in this announcement. And a brand new Atari 2600 game being designed by like some of the people that made the greatest Atari 2600 games of all time. Yeah, all right, sign me up. It goes on to say, this press release, with the popularity of retro video games, we saw an opportunity to create new titles for these popular systems. Now, I don't know exactly what other systems he's talking about, but wouldn't that be something? Yeah, right? Yeah? Come on. Come on. They could create a 2600 cart and then reimagine that bad boy and put that on there. Wouldn't that be something? Just saying. But, I mean, what other systems? Like, I mean, ColecoVision, Intellivision, that would also be cool. Like, what other retro systems? And they worked on other things, too. Like, David Crane wound up working on NES and I think even Genesis and Super Nintendo. Like, so he's got, like, some pedigree from all those retro game systems. So it could be anything. But they're starting with 2600. And I think that's important because it could also lead to things like, I know. I'm just going to keep pointing, right? Yeah, because how cool would that be? I know we wouldn't get like Pitfall per se, but like the guy that created Pitfall could make another game and like be something else, and it could be whatever, and they could reimagine it, and they could go on here, and then it would still be a David Crane new game on an Amico. Like, come on. Anyway, so anyway, they go on to say, with the popularity of retro video games, we saw an opportunity to create new titles for these popular systems. Like I said, Audacity Games co-founder Garry Kitchen said, and it gives us all a chance to design games for the platforms that help launch our careers. Co-founder David Crane added, for years our fans have been asking us to create new games. We heard you and we decided to do just that. I've always said that I have as much fun making games as others do playing them, and the retro game systems are my favorites. So that's awesome. So obviously he's got passion for it. He loves the community because he is a part of it, and like chimes in every once in a while on forums and like that kind of stuff. So he does keep a finger to the pulse, and that's really cool that he wants to like kind of go back and like make a new game and stuff like that. Obviously I'm getting a little pumped here. Even though this is kind of like a newsy kind of thing. Anytime I do any of these newsy things, I'm going to give you the story, but you're getting the spin. You're getting the retro rich spin. So, hopefully you guys like that. And if you do, like and subscribe for more, because I think I want to do more of this kind of stuff. And then, hit me up in the comments. Tell me how I'm doing, besides rambling in this first ever episode. So anyway, it says about retro gaming. Retro gaming is a movement to preserve, collect, and enjoy games and game consoles from a simpler time when video games were easy to understand and fun to play. Like, it's part of their mission statement here. They see a lot of things aligning. Retro games demonstrate that a game can provide hours of enjoyment without using the latest technology. The buyer of a retro game gets to own a physical part of gaming history rather than download a license that can expire at any time. We've discussed this in a recent Calling All Gamers post written by this guy. Links down below in the description. You want to check that out. Each of Audacity Games' products were authored by original retro games designers, designed to be fun to play and come as a physical cartridge in a collectible box, which is actually kind of cool because, I like collecting things. So anyway, about Audacity Games Incorporated. Audacity Games is a premium retro game publisher founded by legendary game designers David Crane, Garry Kitchen, and Dan Kitchen. Every game produced by Audacity Games is manufactured to order, and each copy is customized with a unique serial number. So, this is like a limited run kind of thing, it's looking like. Every game connects to the internet through your collected mobile device for registering high scores, gives the player each a chance to earn a physical high score patch like those from the golden area of 2600 games. What is that? What just happened in my life? I need all of them now. Okay. And comes in a full color box with a color label, printed manual to add to your game collection. What did I just read? I just read that these games are going to come out, and then I can go and get these things. I guess like somehow the cartridge connects to the internet. Like, I don't know how that works. So like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Because you're not going to put a 2600 game in a 2600 and then the 2600 is going to connect to the internet, right? Like, what? It's weird. Anyway, but if I can do the thing where I can get the thing and it's like, oh hey, physical high scores, and then I can get one of these. What? Whoa! Oh man, that just made my day, right there. I read most of the press release. I didn't get to that paragraph, obviously, because I saw the about Audacity Games Inc. and I'm like, oh, it's a boilerplate. It tells you about how they can aim and all this stuff, but what? Oh man, I'm so happy right now. And then about the founders. Here's the stuff, right? About the founders. David Crane, one of the most successful video game designers of all time, is best known for his smash hits, Pitfall, of course, Dragster, and Ghostbusters, just to name a few. He's worked on, I think, over 100 games or something like that. He's like, he's a pretty big name in the retro game community. Obviously, people know him. OEB Pete, if you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. Obviously, it's, they're all over your room, like it's that stuff. Anyway, Garry Kitchen's work spans 5 decades and hits such franchises and hits such as Keystone Capers, which we just talked about, Pressure Cooker, which is another cool game for the Atari 2600, and the Atari 2600 version of Donkey Kong, which I didn't know, which is actually kind of cool. We might have to check that out later. It's sitting here somewhere, floating around. I know I got a copy of that one. And Dan Kitchen rounds out the trio with 40 years of game design experience, creating such games as Crackpots. That was the one that I was missing, Crackpots, the Activision game that he worked on, and the Atari 2600 versions of Kung Fu Master and Ghostbusters. And that is the end of the press release. And for your additional spin, what? Give me these carts right now. I want to order them. I'm already signed up to the mailing list. Just send me the thing that says you can order these things. I almost don't care how much they cost. They said premium, so we're probably looking at like $50, $60 games for, brand new Atari games. very similar to that of Blue Sky Rangers and the folks that do the Televania and like that Electrolux. I don't think that's that company, but you get what I mean. That there's all these different companies that make these new games for older systems, and they're going to do just that. So I'm imagining it's going to be in that like $50, $60, maybe even $70 range. Made to order, okay, that's fine, but just make sure that that order gets to me, that email gets to me first. I'll turn on every notification and just be like, boop, let me get one of those. And then we, of course, will check that out right here on Good Times, because, I mean, how is that not anything but Good Times right there? And it better come with a manual that says, like, it has a little picture, just like this, just like my sub club. Give me the picture, tell me what I need to hit. Tell me how to hook that cartridge up somehow to the internet so I can give you the score, and then I'm going to get that patch, and I'm going to get all the patches for all the games that came out. And also, by the way, somebody over at Audacity, pick up a phone, call Tommy, and have a chat about other ways you might be able to share your games to a certain system. And tie that into the high score stuff. And then maybe you can get a patch for an Amico version. Maybe. Yeah. Do it. Anyway. That's all I got for you right now. Thanks so much for watching. Hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you think about this news. I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool. If I, tell me, if anyone else is in on the scoop or knows what, is anything more, hit me up. I'll keep updating you guys every time I get one of these releases, or anytime I get any other additional news. But this is awesome. I'm stoked. These years just keep getting better and better. I mean, you got the Amico, we got the Evercade, we got these guys making new games. We've got Blue Sky Rangers and Electrolux and all the other guys that are making premium and television games. They're rocking out, and it's just be a good time to be a retro gamer right now. And speaking of good times, we will catch you next time for some more good times. This is Rich, and we'll see you later.
Team RTFC.baconicecream.com